What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting model review for y'all. Today we'll be taking a look at the GeminiJets 1:400 scale Qantas Wing Airbus A220-300 with this really cool grain livery. I hope all of you are excited for this today. This is going to be absolutely awesome, and if you see a different background, I'm running out of time and light to film, so I actually have elevated the table up on top of another one, so it's crazy what we're doing to make it work, but we are, so we'd love to see that, and we'll just continue to get to it. So I hope all of you are excited. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the box, everybody. So here it is, typical GeminiJets box, excluding that it's all white for Qantas, of course. So here it is, really good looking box. I love the font and so forth, and obviously it was such a sleek livery. It looks really nice on here. So here's the profiles of the box. Not too much crazy outside of it being all white, but we do love this. I think a couple of airlines are like this, like Southwest and Qantas for a couple of examples. And yeah, I believe this is also the first review where we're utilizing the new custom airport panel mat, or board rather. So feel free to check this out. Brad does great work, and I highly recommend what he does. So really appreciate this once again, buddy, and so glad to get to feature it here with this Qantas A220. So here it is. It's a really good looking model, as you can tell. Very good details all around, and it looks really nice. So overall, fantastic job by GeminiJets. Can't believe I still get to see this aircraft. Really, really good looking one, and definitely very inspiring in so many ways. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get to the aircraft. If I can somehow get this going here. The tripod I only have so much leverage with due to the setup that I'm working with right now. So let me see if I can pull this a little bit closer here and get us a little bit of a better view. So got to be pretty gentle and precautious here. So I apologize. I really didn't think this one out ahead. I just put it on the chair and said we're gonna do what we can to get this done, and if I can angle it back a little bit, we'll probably be in fairly good shape. Let me see if I can get that going a little bit there. I need to work with the board since I have the board to my advantage right now. Okay, that should be pretty good. So yeah, sorry that's a little bit zoomed out, but anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. So here's the cockpit windows right here along with the nose cone. Those look really nice. And then you get the nose landing gear, nose landing gear door. It's been awesome since GeminiJets has moved to the middle. It's a little tall, but not a huge deal. So happy to see that. And then of course you got the L1 door, some great pitot tube panel detail up there in the front as well. GeminiJets does an immaculate job with the printing. We've talked about this in so many videos, but it certainly goes to show on an aircraft like this how awesome it can get. So that's absolutely awesome. Here's the L1 door. That's also looking very sharp as well. You get some panel and window detail and so forth too. So that's all looking really nice. And then you also got the into the registration, which I believe is 4A there on the nose landing gear door as well. So overall, some very good details to get the feature right there. And then you got the Qantas Link titles. I'm sorry about that. Got the Qantas Link titles right there, really cool. I thought this would have been Qantas mainline, obviously being a pretty good sized aircraft, but they certainly did not see that, so that's okay. But certainly pretty fascinating though, to say the least. So we have that going on. And then once again, this is really where it starts to get good, excuse me, with the green. So that's looking real nice there, and you can see all the various pieces to the puzzle on that. So that all looks really nice. So very happy to get to see all that. I really like the color palette. You can just take a moment just to really get a good look at it there. You can just see how detailed it is. And the unboxing where I use my DSLR, you can really see it good, but hopefully you can see it pretty good here on the screen with the various palettes. You can see all the specs inside there, and then you got the lighter green and the darker green, and it's almost like a blue shade kind of here, and then also down here a little bit. You can definitely see all of that. So that all comes out really nice on this aircraft, and there's no shortage of opportunity and just appearance with this aircraft. So really wanted to highlight this livery first before we get the wings and so forth, because it is nice. And yeah, what an awesome memory this was seeing this at Sydney. I saw this and Yam Dreaming back to back, and I was like, man, Qantas has some of the best liveries out there. Like, it is so cool. They also have the Retro 737 and a couple of other different special liveries, but I think the best is definitely this one and Yam Dreaming. I mean, the palettes are so cool. And I just think it's so cool how you completely abandon your own colors for a livery like this. Obviously, Qantas is red, not green. So while it's, certainly fascinating and so forth, I certainly think that you got to admire, their efforts to completely go outside the box and all the pieces of what that implies and what comes with that. So it's definitely an impressive livery, and really want to highlight the palette here. So just take a moment to look at it real good. I'll give you a couple of different angles here. That angle is not very impressive, but this one's a little bit better. So yeah, that's really nice. So happy to see that, and overall it looks really strong. The engine's looking really nice on this aircraft as well. The box is being utilized, so I think there's some sort of Pratt's. But anyway, there is the fan blade view, which is really nice, so definitely really cool to see that. And you also got the wings. They look very nice as well. You got the speed brakes, flaps, and slats, so all that looks really nice. And you got the exhaust there as well, so very happy to see that. And then you got the winglets there as well. It all looks really nice, and certainly very happy to see that. So yeah, overall that's really strong, and yeah, great job on the indentations. This mold is definitely speaks for itself regarding the quality and just how nice it is, and I certainly think that they've done a really good job with it. So very happy to see that, and no doubt plenty of opportunity there. So that's absolutely stellar and fantastic to say the least. But you have the 3 antennas, 1, 2, 3, and then you actually don't have any on the underbelly, which is pretty fascinating, but you do have the Wi-Fi box as well, which looks pretty sharp. So happy to get to see that. And then you also have the Airbus A220-300 titles right there, which is really nice. And then look at that palette again, just so cool. They did an immaculate job putting this all together. And you got the L2 door right here. I can't stop looking at the livery. It is spectacular in its presentation and details and all of it. So absolutely love to see that. You got the green on tail with the Qantas roof right here, which looks amazing. You got the horizontal stabilizers and the APU. Obviously the A220 goes all the way back there, and that's why we hear the ooh, or I can't really do it very good, but obviously that whale-like sound that the A220 is so good at. So that is a direct result of obviously, you know, how that APU is structured and so forth. So it's really cool to think about that. And then of course we got the actual engine for that whale as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that wasn't the best imitation of the APU, but anyway, you can definitely hear the hollow sound of it, you know, and then obviously the power up, it's pretty fun. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's get a nice side profile there, and then another one for good measure. So all that looks really nice, and they definitely did a good job putting this aircraft together. And then let's go ahead and flip it on around to the other side. I apologize, everybody. It's a little hard to concentrate. My air conditioning is not functioning correctly in this room, even though I changed the thermostat because I thought it was the thermostat's fault, but it's 78 in here and it should be closer to like 71, so it's a little tough to concentrate. It's pretty hot. But anyway, I guess I could open the window. I might do that. But anyway, here's the right side of the aircraft, looking strong as well. The light's kind of getting a little goofy, so let me go ahead and see if I can get it over here so that we can fix that up a little bit. There we go. Kind of fixed, but anyway, as you can tell, that looks really nice too with the baggage doors and other components of the aircraft. And yeah, that definitely looks really nice. They did a good job on it, and very strong looking aircraft to say the least. Here's the top, very good job. There's the palette again. It looks very nice. Happy to see that. Bottom, you got the Qantas link on the underbelly, which I think is very impressive, along with the caddy cornered registration. And yeah, there's a really good look at the underbelly palette and how that looks. Overall, they did a wonderful job once again, and certainly very happy to see how good of an effort it turned out to be right there. So yeah, great model. I'd highly recommend it if you all are interested in a Qantas aircraft. This is one of the coolest ones out there, and working on a new Australia, Southeast Asia model airport project. I'm definitely going to be very excited to feature this one, and this is going to be a pillar, and I need to get some normal Qantas liveries as well besides my wide body Boeing 787 and Airbus E380. Those will be helpful, but we need more narrow bodies, so Boeing 737, and definitely interested in maybe even a Q400 and so forth. There's plenty of choices, but regardless of the case, it's going to be absolutely awesome. So with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do love and love you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all soon, as CM Aviation is signing off.